Hi everybody, it's time to read some more great books by Mo Willems about Piggie and Gerald. This one got another award, and it's called A Big Guy Took My Ball. Piggie's racing over to Gerald and he says, Gerald! Gerald practically falls over. Piggie says, I found a big ball, and it was so fun. Piggie looks, well, that sounds great. Piggie says, and then a big guy comes along, and Piggie's looking nervous. And he's crying, and he says, he took my ball. Say that with me, everybody.
He took my ball.
Look who falls over this time, Gerald. Piggie says, I am so upset. He has a broken heart, and he's leaning on Gerald's stomach, and Gerald is giving him a pat on the head. Well, Gerald is a little bit mad. That is not good, he says to Piggie. That is not right, he says to Piggie. Big guys have all the fun, Gerald says. What about the little guys? He's mad because Piggie has been taken advantage of. Gerald says, what makes those big guys think they are so big? Piggie says, their size? Look, he's going, Gerald says, I am big too. I will get your big ball from that big guy. Gerald is making muscle with his arms, and he's getting ready to go fight that big guy and get that ball. And there he goes. Piggie says, my hero. Here I go, says Gerald. Let's see how big this big guy really is. Are you ready? Are you ready? It's the blue whale, the biggest animal in the whole wide world. And he's got the ball. And Gerald is afraid. Because look how little Gerald is compared to the blue whale. Why, he's little bitty. The blue whale looks at Gerald. There's the ball. And Gerald is so scared he's sort of backing away. Can you see him backing away? Gerald goes back to Piggie. Piggie says, did you get my ball back? Gerald says, that is a big guy. I don't know what they're going to do. Gerald says, and she's looking back up at at the whale. You did not say how big he was. He is very big. Say that with me. He is very
big.
Gerald tries to raise his hand up, but he can't get it anywhere near. He says, he is bigger than I am. Much bigger. And he raises his foot further up. Then Gerald says, I am smaller than he is. And he says, much smaller. Gerald says, he is so biggy, big. Piggie says, Gerald, you did not get my big ball back, did you? No, he didn't. He was too scared. Gerald is trying to think of something to say. He's probably going, and then he's embarrassed. I did not get your big ball back. Now, notice they both have fallen over, and it's because the blue whale is speaking these words, and he says, excuse me. Do it with me.
Excuse me.
Now he looks like a nice blue whale. He's smiling. And he says, now he's going to talk loud because he's so big. Thank you for finding my little ball. Oh, it was his ball all the time. They're looking at him. Piggie says, that is your ball? And you think it is little? The blue whale says, well, I am big. He certainly is. Oh, now he looks sad. And he says, I am so big that no one will play with me. They're surprised that he would say that. They figured everybody would play with him. And then Whale says something very surprising. Little guys have all the fun. They never would have thought that, would they? They're looking at each other and thought, who would have thought that the big whale wouldn't have all the fun? They look at each other, and Gerald says, big guy. Piggie says, would you like to play whale ball with us? Well, aren't they being nice? They're inviting him to play. Big blue whale says, what is whale ball? And Gerald says, well, we do not know. Piggie says, we have not made it up yet. With a little help, we can all have big fun, says Blue Whale. Look, they are having fun. The whale has a spouter right there that he spouts water out of. And you know, elephant can spout water out of his trunk after he takes a drink. So they're spouting the ball out over to each other, and they're all playing ball because they can. They figured out a way. Aren't they smart? They always figure out a good way to have fun. I like this book. I hope you liked it too. See you next time.